Alright, welcome back. We are on episode 6. Title name, My Real Friend's Era. Obviously, we get a little recap, but after the recap, we get pretty much Laurel just complaining about Kara to Johnny Bananas. And he's like saying that, I don't want to rock the boat, and like, she needs to stop this drama, because there's all target on her, but it's also on him, because they're friends and everything, so. And then Laurel just, just have a little dig at Kara while doing it. Then we get Era 4 talking, where pretty much Jenny just complaining about being the target twice already, and that she doesn't want to be voted in every single time when there's Casey, Olivia, and so on. Like in a confession room, Olivia's pretty much saying, we got alliances, and I know it's not fair, but Casey's a big asset in this game. But where has she been? She had one confession out of 6 episodes. And Casey's saying that Jenny's boring. Where have you been? So, that makes no sense. But Josh is also a target, so he's like, we're gonna work hard, we're gonna lock in, we're gonna save each other, and then we're gonna have friends who have back us every week anyway. Then we just get a few like montages of people talking, and I'm assuming the alliance. There was one part where Tori, Avery, and someone talking, but show Avery, which I don't know why. Okay, cool, Avery's in the show, but she's not really in the show because she's not really on any video besides when she was going up against Tony. Anyway, then we get Corey and Nehemiah talking, saying that Jonna is the anchor pulling me down, and that we're going to be targeted every week, and pretty much Corey is just going to help Nehemiah at this point. And I feel like these two, not first time playing a game together, I believe, is actually good, because they know that they can at least trust each other and not really turn on each other to rock the boat at the moment. Then we get a last talk before the challenge where pretty much Jenny and Bannnas are talking, saying that she's 90% going to elimination, that I've been working hard, I've been not throwing any eliminations, but pretty much she trusts Johnny Bananas and wants to work together with him, which is a smart play from Jenny. And Bananas pretty much saying that Michelle and Devin, their relationship is pretty much him using her as a pawn in his game and wanting to warn Michelle and break that up. Then we get to the daily challenge. It's called Cloud Chaser, where basically there is huge balloons and color-coded poles that have to go through like obstacles, like there's like spikes on stuff, and you have to crouch down and not pop the balloon. And first one to get all the balloons gets a riddle. They have to solve it, and pretty much if you solve it is the fast of time, but you also have to have the most balloons by the end of the challenge. And off the bat, Derek like jumps down this hole and maybe misplaces his foot. Pretty much just gets injures his leg. Brad and Rachel are freaking out because only 3 people each time have to go, and their balloons pop out, and it is excuse me, and it shows a montage of balloons being popped by spikes, or even like the wind, it just blows and pops. We get Arrow 1 losing, while popping the balloons. Then we cut to Jordan yelling at Naya, saying, "You popped a balloon, you need to hold it secure," and then yelling at the entire team, like Jonna, and just getting pretty much annoyed. And then he goes down and pops it like 2 seconds after he says, "You gotta be careful," and it was like really funny, like because I was like, haha, lol. Anyway, while Derek is injured, he is hopping on one leg and pretty much just like catching up to people, which is shocking. We see Era 2 and 3 are getting the last balloon and running at it and trying to figure out the riddle. And then we cut to Era 3 winning, then 2, then 4, then 1 losing again. And then TJ is pretty much saying, "I know Era 2 and 3 are the fastest, but slow and steady wins the race," and pretty much Era 4 just kept all the balloons and not popped it. Meaning Era 4 is technically the winner. They're the winners. And that Jenny doesn't have to go in the elimination. But who's going to go against Rachel and Brad? We get to the chamber, and Corey's pretty much leading the conversation, saying he got a vibe that Era 4 and 3 are working together, Era 1 and 2 are working together, and pretty much trying to, like, seeing that Johnny is the leader of, like, the team. And he's like, "That's news to me. I actually don't know what's going on." Then we get back to Jenny backing Johnny Bannnas, even though Corey's saying, "He's a 4 people of Mount Rushmore, and we need to get him out. He's a big threat." And then Josh has a difficult decision. On one side there's Corey, he's friends with, and there's also Bannnas, he's also friends with, but he also feels very guilty because he brings up that he betrayed Johnny Bannnas in USA 2. And pretty much Johnny just uses that as his fuel and saying that if you save me, I don't hold a grudge, it'll be water under the bridge. So we get to the elimination where everyone's walking in. Oh, no, sorry, we're at the club. We're at the club where Josh is talking to everyone, saying to Josh, basically, "You're my target, Janine's my target," and talking to John A after, saying, "We're pretty much going to be the targets of each week, and we got to take out Era 1. At least take one error out, and then we can play the numbers game." Then we get to like the outside of the club where they're going to the bus to go back to the house, and Johnny pretty much pulls Michelle aside, saying that "I hope you're not falling for him, because I know we're friends in real life, and that he's just using you for the game. You're just the pawn pretty much in the game, just doing his bidding." Then Michelle tells Devin on the bus, and then at the house, he's just pretty much just venting. He's like, "How can you say this? How are you gonna believe him? He's your fake friend. What are you on about?" And pretty much Michelle's like saying, "Well, if you're gonna act like this, I don't think we can tell each other anything anymore." Then Michelle talks to Bannnas at the gym, saying, "I know you're trying to look out for me, and that's good and all, but Devin, I like him, blah blah blah." And pretty much Johnny's like, "You're just saying, pull your guard up." And we also get Devin and Johnny talking later, where pretty much Johnny's like, "What? I didn't say that you're using her for the game. I just said that Devin wants me out, and that is like scary because Michelle's her friend, and I don't want her to double cross me." Pretty much saying the truth with a little white lie. Then we cut to the elimination where everyone's walking in, and it's like when I first saw it, I was like, oh, it's balls in, like it's like a race. But then, pretty much, well, it's called to the point, where there's balls in the middle. Each side of spikes, and they have to like throw it, get it on the spike. That's a point. They can also go defense and offense. And if it goes outside of the area, it's a dead ball, so you can't use them anymore. But before all that happening, we have to get the opponents, and it's Corey and Jonna versus Brad and Rachel. The men are up first. They're just throwing. They're getting out of the way first. Corey gets just boom, 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 3-0. Brad just smashing it and missing it. He's using so much power and not accuracy, where pretty much until like the middle endish part, Brad gets a few points, but in the end it's 4-3, meaning Corey won and sending Brad home. And not only that, another Era 1. Era 1 only has 4 people now. Well, we gotta watch the girls first, but yeah. Then we get to the girls, and just Rachel's destroying her, making it look easy. Goes like 3-1, 5-1, 5-2, 5-3, and pretty much she's just accuracy. And then she defends while she knows she got the points. She's defending and blocking all the balls from Jonna, sending Jonna home, and pretty much the new targets of this episode is Tina and Darrell from Era 1, Nehemiah and Aviv from Era 2, Nia and Jordan from Era 3, and Kylan and Michelle from Era 4. But from this episode, like with the daily challenges and eliminations, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a new sponsor, because I got something in my eye when everyone's just like the camera, bro, showing the gear on everyone. And I'm not gonna lie, kind of had fun with it. But we have to go back into the theme of this episode. Era 1 needs lock-in. Like, seriously, just needs lock-in. Era 2 needs to stop the drama in the team, aka Laurel, stop fucking fighting with Kara. Then Era 3, yeah, the girls are in trouble. Like, there's Tori, sure, but there's Nia and Avery, and not the best, maybe, so they gotta win. But Era 4, relationship's solid at this point. Like, sure, maybe Josh and Jenny are a little bit not trustworthy since they work for themselves and saving Bananas, but yeah, obviously all the eliminations will be in the description and the record, so yeah. Peace out, hombres. Wah!